What is up, everybody? My name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to make your first $1,000 with your pressure washing business. But before I get into that, I do want to mention, if you guys are looking to start a pressure washing business or scale it up to the next level, check out the first link in the comment section and the description. It's going to be a link to our pressure washing business course, the #1 selling pressure washing business course in the world. It's been an absolute game changer for a ton of guys. So if you're looking to start or scale, be sure to check that out. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into the video. So how to make your first $1,000 with your pressure washing business. First and foremost, we're going to want to make sure that we are licensed and insured. So I've made a video on this in the past, but in order to get licensed, you need to check with your city or state and get your business license. And then with regards to insurance, if you need insurance, check out the second link in the comment section and description. I got a free insurance quote there for you. But basically, you want to make sure that you have these things in place, because when you're pressure washing other people's houses, there's no telling like what could go wrong, or you're not really very familiar with your equipment, you haven't messed with a lot of chemicals. So there's just a lot of different things that could go wrong. And in the instance that something does, you want to make sure that you're covered. So getting your license and insurance is probably the step one that I would take before trying to make $1,000. So be sure that you have those things covered. Like I said, insurance, second link in the comment section and the description. It's a free quote. But the first thing that we're going to do with regards to getting business is, I talk about this all the time, you want to leverage your friends and family first. You want to give them a name your price special, if you will. So I'd call up, uncles, grandmas, cousins, everybody, and just say, hey, look, I'm starting a new business venture. I'm doing a name your price special currently. So if you need anything washed, back patio, driveway, house, anything, I'll come over, wash it, name your price. And you want to leverage this to get reviews as well as get before and after pictures. And then, they might throw you a few bucks, and that might get us along our way. The next thing that we're gonna want to do in order to make $1,000 in our pressure washing businesses, this is at least what I did. I started with flyers. So I would put together some flyers and I would basically go lay the groundwork. I would hit at least a neighborhood a day until I started getting business. And so once we have those good before and after pictures from leveraging our friends and family, we've been practicing with our equipment, we've been getting good with chemicals, then we're going to start making some flyers and we're going to go lay our groundwork. Now, another thing with the friends and family deal is if you mess something up at friends and family's house, it's not as big of a deal as if you mess up on a stranger's property, because I can guarantee you that they will not be as forgiving as your friends and family. So leverage friends and family first, and then let's go make some flyers, just like I did. Now, every time that I've tried a new venture, whether it be like landscaping, my concession business, pressure washing, I had to lay the groundwork. So with the flyers, it is going to be more sweat equity. But if you don't have a lot of experience with marketing, flyers are the best way, because they're super targeted. You know where they're going, you know who got them, and you know what neighborhoods that you're going to hit. So in your mind, you can say, okay, I'm going to make these flyers. I'm going to do some precision marketing because I know where they're going. So I'm going to hit good, affluent neighborhoods that probably have the highest chance of having some expendable income. Make it up in your mind that I'm going to hit every single door, every single mailbox until I start landing some jobs. And then another cool thing is when you take this into your hands, you can say, I'm going to hit a neighborhood a day until I land a job, or I'm going to hit 2 neighborhoods a day until I get a job. Because Facebook ads, yard signs, Nextdoor, these are all different ways that we can get business, and they all work to bring in business. But there's nothing like taking your marketing into your own hands and saying, I will hit 1 neighborhood, 2 neighborhoods, 3 neighborhoods a day until I land a job. And then once you land a job in the neighborhood, you want to hit the neighborhood again, because now you can leverage that customer into other business. I've had this happen multiple times. I've hit neighborhoods 2-3 times, landed 1 client. And then once I did that client's house, I would hit every single other house in the neighborhood. And then I would land 4 or 5 jobs after that. It's just, people don't usually buy on the first time they see something. So you got to be incessant about this. A lot of guys will message me and say, Justin, none of my marketing techniques are working. My flyers aren't working. I tried Facebook ads. I'm like, okay, how many flyers did you pass out? Oh, well, I passed out 200 flyers. Okay, how much money are you spending on Facebook ads? I spent $30. I'm like, dude, this is not how marketing works. Like, imagine if Coca-Cola or McDonald's or any of these big companies spent $5, $10, $20 on marketing, or they only passed out 200 flyers. You need to take massive action in the beginning. I'm talking about passing out thousands of flyers. And like I said, you can make up in sweat equity what you lack in dollars for marketing. So you might not, there might be pressure washing guys out there that are doing $10,000 a month. Well, if you're doing $10,000 a month and you're putting aside 10% of your income to go back into advertising, that's $1,000 of ad spend that somebody's able to throw at their ads, where you can only put $20, $30. So hit the neighborhoods with a bunch of flyers until you start getting jobs. Okay, so now we kind of talked about flyers. As far as the flyer strategy goes, that's kind of another game in itself. I'm sure you guys can find some good templates on YouTube, or if you Google, you can probably find some good templates. I used to actually give my flyer strategy away, so I made a flyer strategy video on exactly how I did my flyers, what the structure was and everything. But somebody actually used the information in the video to find my Facebook business page, steal my before and after pictures, and then they made a video where they were using my flyer strategy with my before and after pictures, and they were just throwing the flyers out the window. There's another thing called clip flyers, which is what this guy was doing. So he's basically putting a clip on them, throwing them out the window, and then hoping that, you know, somebody would pick it up, and I guess they would want pressure washing business. I don't think that this is a good way of going about business. There's other people who do like bags with rocks in them, and they'll throw them in the driveway, and they'll put a flyer in it. It's a quicker way to do it. You could probably hit more houses, but I just think that it's sloppy, it's lazy, and I would never pick something up off the ground and try to buy something from like litter that was in my yard. So that's just something that I don't recommend. If you guys want to try it, you can, but that's the reason why I don't give my flyer strategy out anymore on the channel, is because somebody like used the information to steal my stuff, and then we're littering basically with all my information. So now my flyer strategy is in the local domination course, which I mentioned was the first link in the comment section description. So if you guys want to see that, click through to the course. But whatever you do with your flyers, just invest money to have them made professionally. Whatever you do, please do not print them off your mom's computer. Don't print them off of any computer. Don't make them in Word. Find a reputable site. Vistaprint is good. You can even go off the templates on Vistaprint. You can Google flyers on Google, and you can find pictures of how, you know, good flyers look, and then you can try to recreate them. There's a lot of different things that you could do. Whatever you do, don't get lazy with it. Don't, you know, use clip art. People can tell, and they can tell who is professional and who isn't. And if your flyers look like they're just lazily thrown together, you're basically just going to be wasting your time. So don't print them off your mom's computer. Get them done by a professional company. So my advice on getting your first 1,000 jobs in this business is to first and foremost leverage friends and family, give them that name your price discount, and then let's put the boots on the ground and go pass out some flyers. Order a couple thousand flyers and say, I will hit a neighborhood, 2 neighborhoods, 3 neighborhoods a day until I get some jobs, and be persistent with it. Whoever, they say the squeaky wheel gets the oil. So hit them and hit them and hit them. If you run out of neighborhoods, run back through them and hit them again, because it takes multiple times of getting in front of somebody to get the job. So make up and sweat equity what you lack in maybe ad spend right now, because even if you were to go spend a bunch of money on Facebook ads and a bunch of other stuff, you don't have as much marketing experience. So, and you also don't have as much quoting experience. You don't have as much experience doing the job. So that money's going to kind of get lost in the minutia of you're losing time on your jobs, or your ads aren't as good as they need to be, a bunch of different things. So we want to diversify our marketing efforts, but don't expect anything to come easy in the beginning. We want to put our boots on the ground. We want to have precision marketing. So that's going to be the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it. If you did, leave a thumbs up for me, subscribe to the channel, and if you made it this far in the video, comment down below flyers, and I'll hashtag you a real one. My name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed, and until next time, hustle hard and get that money, baby. Peace.